I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tired and misunderstood. I would fight if I could. If I believed I should. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
Well, good morning. I see Shalima's here, and you are the only person here. You win the prize, Shalima. Is this going to be one of those days where, oh, somebody else came in? Yeah, Shalima, good morning to you. I'm going to wait to get started till we can get a few more people in here. It's quiet, very quiet in here right now. Let's see, what can we talk about before we talk about what we're going to talk about? We're not going to be talking about what Scotty was just talking about in her live stream. Let me see. Am I really live? Because I mean, I know y'all laugh when I do that, but it's like, where is everybody this morning? I saw a bunch of people over there. She's not live. My regulars aren't here. What's going on? Hello. Well, I want to talk about, I want to do a review or, check in with everybody from a month ago when we did the whole, hello everyone. When we did the whole thing with gratitude and the gratitude journal, I want to see how everybody's doing with that. But if y'all aren't here to discuss it, I don't know, and I had some things I wanted to talk about. My Sunday morning live that I do every week. It's kind of awkward. Shalima, are you still here? It's kind of awkward to be talking to myself pretty much here. Well, okay. Let's just talk. It's a month today to the Sunday that we did the gratitude talk. And I wanted to see if anybody had followed up with that, or, to follow up with y'all and see if anybody had done that and how it had affected you. If you're watching this, if you come back and watch this on a replay, then, I guess that's just how we'll do it today. Okay. So that's what happened to me is, the whole gratitude thing. And all right, hold on just a second. Give me just a couple of minutes here. All right, I'm back. Thank you for that. Let's see. Angela, you said just now got a notification. I don't know this morning. It's odd that I don't have my regular people in here. I'm just gonna let's just continue on. So we did the gratitude talk, or I had the discussion about gratitude a month ago today, and I just wanted to see if anybody did that and how that had affected them. I will be honest, this month, at first I was doing mine every day, and then I missed a day here and there, and then I don't think I've done it in the last few days. But I know that I do have the mind of gratitude. It's just a lot better when I do take that time each morning just to think about it. And so I know that when I was doing it earlier in the month, that I could really tell, hey, Rody gal, I could really tell a difference. But, typically when I get up in the morning, I am, all about looking for what I'm going to make my next video about. And last week I started that series, my daily morning show without, without really thinking about what I was, because when I say I'm going to do something, I typically will do it. And I am very tenacious. And I'm like, oh, I just committed to every morning. And I know I can, take a morning off or something, but it's just, I'm trying to get in that routine and to get that, some people built up that want that time slot that like to come in there. And so, but I did it all 4 days. And then next week I've got two appointments in the morning, tomorrow morning and Tuesday morning. So those will be a little bit later, and then we should be clear from there to continue on with that routine. And I've been enjoying it. It's been good for me. It gets me alert and ready to go. Today I'm kind of foggy because yesterday I spent the morning directing traffic. It was like this. So this bicycle race, they only had like 30 bikes in it, and they passed through where I was a little after 8. And then, because I was kind of close to the beginning, I was like a mile from the beginning of it. And then they go 20 miles or 40 miles out, depending on which route they took. So the rest of the morning, after like at some point, an hour out or so, we started having them come through, and they usually came in a little, 3 or 4 one or two, one, and so we would have to we had chair. I mean, I had a chair, and I was with this lady who, she likes to talk a lot. I know her, and but not well. I don't know her well, and so we were paired up, and she would go out on her side of the street and just watch me and not look at the traffic, have her back to her lane that she was trying to stop, and I'm just like, don't do that. But I don't like bossing somebody around who's older than me, and I'm not her boss, so it was funny. But we managed, and nobody got hurt, and there were there was a big lunch thing after it, and I didn't a big thing after it where you could eat barbecue and drink beer and stuff, and I was like, nope, got to go watch my Hogs, who had like the worst game ever. So I'm tired of scheduling my Saturdays around my Razorbacks. I'm going to say that now. So anyway, I don't know, Rody Gal, I don't even think you were here, and Shalima, I don't know about you either, and Angela about the gratitude journals. So I guess we'll just move on, because I don't know if any of you guys were even around for that talk. The other thing I want to talk about is just the small changes, and the first one I want to talk about, and these are something that I have done recently that have worked for me, and I don't, you don't have to go look in a book or anything. I mean, it's just what happened to me and what I've done. I don't get enough sleep if I don't go to bed early, because I wake up at, I guess it's when the sun gets, I don't know, when it gets daylight or something. I don't, the sun's not shining in my bedroom or anything, but I think the dogs get up. And so we get up at like 6:50 every morning, and that's it. We're up. So the only way I can get adequate sleep is to go to bed early, which I didn't do last night, and I can totally tell I am sluggish, fuzzy headed, all that. Plus, I've got the pain, a lot of pain from being on my feet and on pavement. I'm out of shape. Hey, Amber, how are you? And so, Amber, did you do the gratitude journal that we talked about a month ago? That was our first part of this live stream. I was just wanting to check in with everybody because I said I would. I like to do what I say I'm going to do. But anyway, so like I was up late last night watching football, and I got to bed late, and I woke up and I'm just like tired, and I just know that when there were so many nights recently that I got 7, 8, not one night I got 9 hours of sleep. The 8 hours of sleep for me seems to be like the perfect thing. Oh, you did? Yeah, so you did it. Did it, Amber, did that make any difference for you? The gratitude journal, did you, or it doesn't, like I said, you could put it on just a piece of junk paper, but mm, did that make a difference, the gratitude thing? Now, as far as the sleep goes, everybody needs a different amount, and I don't have a problem falling asleep, but a lot of times I do wake up around 4 a.m. and then I can't go back to sleep. Excuse me. So between that and the dogs getting me up at 6:50 a.m., it is helping you a little bit. So you can keep doing it if it helps you. I don't think that I mean, I know it's not going to hurt anybody unless you can't think of something to be grateful for, and that's silly. But yeah, so keep doing it if it's helping. And I'm just going to say, I mean, if you're not getting sleep and you're not feeling as good as you wish you felt, I mean, just try it. I'm just saying it makes a huge difference. It's a very small thing. You could start just going to bed, and also going to bed and getting up at the same time, a sleep rhythm is very good too. So, if you go to bed at 10 now or 11, or you don't, you just randomly go to bed after watching a bunch of YouTube stuff or whatever you do at night. Um, oh, you did, Broken? Broken, did you do the Oh, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the gratitude journal, but I'm here to follow up on that, and I'm also here to talk about a few things that changes that help. And so the sleep thing was the first thing I just totally I felt like a different person, mentally and somewhat physically, because our bodies heal when we sleep. It's something that we need. We're made to sleep those hours. We're made that way. And if you're a night owl, then I guess you have to sleep during the day, but you got to get your sleep, right? And another change I made was I changed from eating potatoes. You did. You got to bed at 9:30 and didn't go. I mean, yeah, you were in bed at 9:30. Well, how did it go? I mean, did it help you, Broken? Yeah, I'm tired too, Amber. Today, yesterday was a long day for me, and it was hot. I was out in the sun. Hey, Deb and PA, happy Sunday, everybody. Um, so figure out for you if you're if you're not feeling your best, figure out for you a way to get your sleep if you're not getting your sleep, because I'm just here to say it's better. It's good for you. It's actually for your overall health and your mental health. So figure out some way. I'm just I'm just planting seeds. If anybody doesn't want to do, what I say, that's cool. I'm just saying, I'm just talking about what has helped me recently. And hey, Cole, thank you so much. I love the support. Thank you. A better a wind down method. Well, for one thing, they say you shouldn't be on your phone. What is it, an hour or 2 hours before you go to bed? You know, I typically, well, a lot of times, and I was doing this all the time, I'm listening to, hey, Trisha, I'm listening to drama on my, as I'm going to bed, and then I fall asleep with it. Well, that's not really the best way for me, and so I'm trying not to do that. In fact, let me just say, I had the drama Sunday. Last Sunday, I was, you know, saying what I needed to say, and I felt like that was good for me. I got that out. I'm done. And this week, I will say I've listened to just a few bits and pieces of people's live streams where they're talking about the community and the drama and all that. Um, very, I would say I cut out at least half of what I was listening to, and I had already stopped listening to a lot of it, and I just feel so much better in my mind. And then yesterday, I mean, I had my phone, but we were out in the bright sun, and I couldn't listen to YouTube. But I mean, just not checking my channel, not checking who's live, not checking um, for ideas to just like 4 or 5 hours of not even looking at um, YouTube, or wondering about what I should post next, or I mean, what I should uh, do on my channel. I mean, I was completely relieved of that. For that time, I was doing something different, and I need to do that more. You can't, Trisha. Yeah, you start to care about complete strangers. And aren't we really, though? We are strangers on here. Um, Unless you talk to somebody on the phone, even. I mean, that's good, but But the screen names, and people can come in as any screen name and pretend to be that person, because I know there's one that's come in twice lately with a name that I used to see a lot in here, but their account that I saw recently was the same, like they were made that day or the day before, so it wasn't that same person. But it's weird because we don't know each other, and we only know what we tell each other unless somebody digs into our past and brings it here. Today's your anniversary? Oh, you're gonna have a Halloween costume contest? Okay. Um, so that's, the sleep is one thing, and then the second thing that I've done recently, and I can really tell a difference. I gave up eating. I was eating a potato every day. I just get in weird, like I eat the same things pretty much every day. I think that's kind of weird, and that's okay. But um, I'm a weirdo, so it's all good. But I eat the same thing every day, and I was eating a potato every day, and I stopped eating a potato every day, and I started eating Brussels sprouts and carrots. First of all, those two veggies have tons of good quality vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff that makes us healthy, and they help with digestion. So that's another plus. And then they have very, very low calories, like 30 calories a um, serving, 30 calories, 30. And so they're filling, and so you could eat those, you could sit and eat those all day, practically, and you wouldn't gain anyway. And so I did that. I did that for like a week or so. The last time I weighed, I had lost 1.5 pounds, and I mean, weight fluctuates, right? And I do need to lose a few pounds, but I mean more than that. But I was just like, wow, because I had weighed for for several weeks and had been my weight had not changed. It had actually gone up just a little bit. And then I did that and had dropped 1.5 pounds. So I'm going with the sleep, and because not getting enough sleep too will make you gain weight, or it can. So yeah, and this and what, Trisha eats ramen every day for lunch. Yeah, it is cheap. Yeah, it is. You don't listen to drama anymore, Broken. And you know what? It's amazing though, just that break yesterday morning, I came home and I was just like, well, first of all, it's Saturday and I have to watch my football. But the other thing about it is I don't feel lately, I don't feel as drawn to listening. Hey, toxicity. I don't feel as drawn to listening to it. Like I said, I flip around here and there and click on people. Um, in fact, I did click on someone last night because I looked at their channel and it had someone they were fighting on panel. So listened to that a little bit this morning, and I'm just like, when you listen to, if you take a break from drama, from all this stuff that we listen to, and you come back, take a break and really hardly watch it or don't watch it at all. And you come back and it's like, it's really dumb. Like the things that we argue and talk about. And it's just it's a genre. And that's not the genre that I want to be in. So um when I dress, and I meant, then that photograph, like, really, how do you put to members only from your phone? It said, what do you want to tell your members? And I put that in there, and then it popped up public. But yeah, I was They will let anyone volunteer. Actually, they had a ton of volunteers. My a friend of mine was the volunteer coordinator, and I didn't realize how much, like, she had to put into all that, and all these other people that put this thing on, and then there were only, like, 20 or 30 bikes, so, but they I mean, they get money from sponsors, and, it was for a good cause, and so, I can give 4 hours of my day to go direct traffic. Yeah, they do, they let anybody well, they let that other lady with me do it, and she was like I told my friend who's who set us up, I mean, she's known her for years, and I'm just like, "Don't put her by herself or in a really busy because she just likes to stand with her back to the traffic." But no, I found it was all good. But yeah, the drama is just, it kinda follows a pattern. These people are fighting, and then these people over here are fighting, it's like unscripted drama that kinda follows some kinda pattern. So I'm just the writer strikes ended, and now there's still a actor strike, but they should be getting getting our TV shows back to us soon. Uh, Redundant and boring. It is, it's like the same old thing, and, basically well, you love drama, Trisha. Yeah, I mean, I can be drawn to it too. One day I'm jumping around looking at everything and laughing, and the next day I'm like, "That's just childish, I'm bored with that." But right now I'm feeling I'm just feeling more like, what can I do to be, a better me and have a better life with what I have, left. No, I'm not about to die or anything that I know of, but speaking of that, I had a friend, a Facebook friend. I don't know her really I didn't know her really well, but this woman passed away, this past week. I don't know what happened, but, it's all over my Facebook, and I remember back, she and I think we met through some Facebook group, and we were doing, talking about somebody, like, gossiping, and she took the other side, and I just was like, well, this is like 10 years ago or something. I'm like, well, and so I unfriended her. But I've watched her through time, and from what I'm hearing, she got married and she has a son, and then she took on her new husband's, um, they said, severely autistic and nonverbal, and was really doing wonders with him. And so I'm like, you just don't know when your day's going to come. You just don't know. And so, I mean, and she's like around 50, but you don't know when you're going to talk to somebody the last time. And you like a good old, but see what happens with that, Deb and PA, is that people get dragged for things that there's no reason to be dragging them. If you're mad, like, getting dragged because you didn't do something that you did do, like me. I mean, why are you dragging me over that? But okay, I mean, there's certain people I like to see them get dragged. I do. I'm not going to lie about that. Oh, wow. 37 years old. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Lynn. I think, you know, nobody's I've not seen anybody asking or saying on Facebook, just a whole lot of posts of people who were just shocked and sad, and just talking about how much fun she was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all of that stuff, like, yeah, the fake cancer and stuff. Hey, Kerm the Frog. Kerm the Frog is in the house. Your sister passed away 2 weeks ago, Deb? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, that's right, toxicity. Amber, it's a slap in the face to those of us that have a family with it or ourselves. Yeah, I mean, and well, I talked about this a lot last week. If you lie about something, saying that you have cancer or something, I'm just not playing. I don't play that karma game. Not gonna put that over my head to come back and bite me in the ass. So, but yeah, we don't know when somebody's gonna go, and I'm thinking about seeing these people who I know too, who are my Facebook friends, and they're talking about how great she was, and I know she was fun, and all that because I unfriended her on Facebook because she sided with somebody. I don't know, we were probably making fun of somebody or talking about I don't know, it's a long time ago. It wasn't any big deal. It's just that uh I guess I got, like you do on here, you just like, well, I don't like you anymore. But you and MKB, we put on a show. Oh, that's funny. I found out yesterday afternoon she was diagnosed last year and was told she was cured. And then suddenly it was stage 4 in January. That is so horrible, Amber. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. So moving right along, um, I changed my food and I just changed that one food. And also, oh, and another thing is I haven't had any bread. I'm not on a diet per se, but I haven't had any bread or any carbs that you get like from I haven't had any processed food like that. I haven't had anything that has wheat and um I haven't even been eating my oatmeal. I've been eating eggs for breakfast instead of oatmeal. So you get a lot of carbs, like you get carbs from veggies and stuff, and you do need carbs. I'm not cutting out carbs. I just haven't had bread. I've changed my diet a little bit, my diet and what I eat. I've changed it a little bit, and I'm getting my sleep, and excuse me, and I feel like 100% better, except today I'm kind of tired, but hey, so done with it. We're not talking about anybody. I'm talking about making changes to our I think people just started talking about some stuff about some drama. I was saying so done with it. If you uh when I don't listen to the drama for any period of time and I've cut way back, that I can tell a difference in how I feel about things. And when I step back and watch something, I'm like, this is so dumb. Like it's like you've got these people and that's all they have in their life, and they just talk about drama, going at each other. And I'm like, well, you seem really angry, and and that's all you do is there's a lot of people that's what they do. That's what their channel is. And I don't know if that's bad for them. I know that's bad for me to be angry and mad at people and to hate people and just be going at people, because it's just not good for us. And there's so much more better. And I mean, I was talking to this lady yesterday about um she was telling me about some volunteer work she did that didn't go quite well, because they had her cleaning toilets and stuff, and she was like, that's not what I volunteered for. But when you volunteer, you do what what they ask you to do, or you don't. I mean, and so um she was like, you should volunteer at a dog, and I wanted to volunteer at a dog shelter, or but at the same time, um I'm always busy working on my channel. But I don't know. I need to figure that out and do that. You did low carb, and after a while, yeah, I know. Keep the lettuce. I love lettuce. We have made the switch to organic bread. See, I'm just Amber, I'm just you know, I'm not anti-bread or I mean, and oatmeal's very healthy. It's just I was getting, I think that wheat is makes me bloated and stuff. I'm not bloated like I was, and that bloated feeling, I feel uh yeah, I feel like I've got some fat that I wish I didn't have, but I don't feel um that bloated feeling. And so, but yeah, organic bread instead of store bought. Yeah, I know, Deb. That's one problem. That's one problem. And then the other thing is, I used to keep dogs. I used to keep dogs in my home for for money for people going on vacations and stuff. And now that I'm down to two dogs, hey Mark, I know the hogs. And now that I'm down to two dogs, I could easily do that again. So I may do that. That would get me out of the house, but it would bring in a little bit of income. Yeah, I can see how that would do that to you, Broken. Coming close to death would want you to, change. You started doing organic, but the spiders and bugs. Yeah, I mean, I don't trust the organic food because from what I understand, they're grown in this, a lot of times the food is grown next to the food that's got chemicals on it. And I know here in Arkansas, I know a kid, I watched a kid grow up who's now an attorney, and he's on the side of the company that I think he's hired by the company that sells this chemical that they put on our plants, the food, and it gets in other fields. It blows into other fields. And so I just wonder, the organic food, is it worth the extra money? Is it safe? Maybe I just need to do some research. You don't like the lettuce in a bag? Well, my little Rusty loves some lettuce. He loves iceberg lettuce, which has almost zero nutritious value, but it's not detrimental to your health. I mean, it's mostly water and it really doesn't do much for you, but I usually mix baby spinach and iceberg lettuce for my salad, and then veggies and stuff. So, yeah, I'm still eating salads a lot. But all these little changes that I've made have made me feel a lot better. And I want to pass along things to you guys that help me, because I certainly have come in here with my um, depression stories and all that. You like the really green lettuce that isn't water? Which one is that, Trisha? There's all kinds of lettuce, though. One example, a non-organic apple is shiny because it has a coating on it. Organic apple doesn't and go bad quicker. Oh, yeah, because they put wax on the apples, right? Well, anything you get boxed is going to have a lot of added ingredients. Whereas if you get, and I'm not good about buying fresh vegetables. I mean, I do for my salad, but look, it looks like leaves. Okay. I'm not good about buying fresh veggies. I'm more apt to go to the frozen section, and a lot of the frozen veggies that doesn't change the nutritional value and the vitamins, and some things I think it does. But yeah, so I just get it's less expensive to get the frozen brand of whatever usually, and I just get that because I don't spring mix. Well, that's a mix. That's a different. Yeah, I like spring mix. Yeah, iceberg lettuce isn't, but Rusty loves it too. And I forgot to feed my worms yesterday, so I got to go do that here in a minute. Anyway, guys, that's what I really was just wanting to talk about. I'm sorry, I'm kind of low key this morning. I'm tired, and trying to talk about how much better I feel, but no, I do. I feel lots better. I didn't get my sleep last night, and it matters. And and so, you know, let's just recap gratitude. Or you could throw a rock through their window, Mark. We had somebody in downtown, the little tourist area that was throwing rocks in storefronts, and they hit up the beef jerky place. So that, I've never been in there, but they got a rock thrown through their window. He got caught though. So, there's cameras everywhere, y'all. Everybody's got a camera. So, the gratitude journal, that's going to help. It will help you. It will change you. It will change you. It will make you a better person. If you're not already full of gratitude, it will help you to become optimistic rather than pessimistic. It happened to me a few years ago. And so I know that it works. And sometimes I have to get the journal out and journal it. And I skip, like I said, this last month when I was encouraging y'all to do it, I didn't manage to do a very good job. And then you can change if you're eating something that's not healthy, take it from your diet and replace it with something healthy. I did that, and I'm feeling, I was telling somebody the other day on the phone how great I'm feeling having made those changes, and making the sleep change mostly. I think the sleep change is the biggest thing that helps me. And then, and cutting back on a lot of listening to drama, because and I say this all the time to you guys, if it doesn't bother you and cause you to feel frustrated or upset or anxiety and all that, then I'm not going to try to talk you out of watching it. But if you feel like it's causing you issues, if you're having trouble sleeping, if you're concerned about somebody that you heard getting dragged, they're starving, I know. That all, it's just a good idea to let that go, or cut back on it, or take breaks from it, because I think it's really easy to get all up into that it's easy for me to get all up into anything I'm doing. Right now I'm all up into, my channel, and I'm just, I'm working on that a lot. But if you're here and you're a subscriber, and you don't have a channel, and you don't have a job, and you're retired or whatever, there's so much more out there than this little drama that goes on between everybody. And you really don't miss anything if you miss somebody's live stream, because you'll probably hear about it 10 more times. And if, like I say, if it's bothering you, then you probably should let it go. I don't think they do, Deb. It's about time to go fishing though, so I'm gonna start pulling them out of there. Well, guys, I don't really, I just feel like I'm not a good host today, and I'm just gonna close this out and wish you all a happy day. Hey, Bones, wish you all a happy day. And if you don't know, or you haven't been in, please join me on weekday mornings. I can't give you an exact time because it's going to vary at first. Still, I got appointments coming up, but we usually go live around. I'm in Central Time Zone, so we usually go live around 9:30 or 10. We may do it at 9. We may do it, a little later. I don't know where I'm going to stick, but it's going to be around those times. So anywhere between 9 and 11 a.m. Central Time, weekdays. And I hope to see you guys there. And we do just a few little things in the news or things that I feel like talking about that day. Um, and it's kind of fast paced. I'm trying to keep it to an hour, and we're just doing little bits and pieces. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about one thing I know for sure is um, it's about a store that basically just lets people steal from them, and there's more than one, but we're going to talk about that. They don't allow their employees. They don't allow their employees to even call the police. They don't allow their employees to even talk to the person and try to get them to not take, I mean, armloads of stuff. It's crazy. Um, yeah, I'm good, Bones. How are you? And Mark, what happened to my hogs? If y'all are still here. Yeah, that was the worst game I've ever seen. But anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you in the morning, and have a great Sunday. And try to make a couple of these changes that I mentioned. I think you'll, if you need to, yeah, I think you'll find that they will help you. See you soon. Bye.